Welcome to my presentation, where I will be talking about the planned intent, implementation and impact of unit of work on healthy eating in design and technology, where the children will be designing and making vegetable pizzas. I will be introducing the intent of work about why design and technology is taught, and the knowledge and skills children are expected to secure throughout the unit. Then I will discuss the implementation of what makes D&T effective and outlining critical decisions and how common misconceptions can be addressed. Finally, I will discuss how the work is evaluated and how the evidence of learning is presented, then how the effectiveness of the lesson is presented also. Design and technology, according to Tickle 1996, is a subject in a school that focuses on designing and creating products to solve real-life problems. It involves creativity, problem solving, and the application of technical knowledge and skills. D&T encourages students to be resourceful, innovative, and capable. So why do we teach D&T? Ofsted 2012 indicates that D&T involves critical thinking about what products are used for and the needs of those who use them. This is taught to develop children's practical and creative problem-solving skills through designing and creating products. The intent of D&T goes as follows. Children develop critical thinking as they reflect upon their own work and their work of their peers. Children will develop practical skills when working and dealing with a range of materials. They will learn to cut, taste, and evaluate different vegetables safely and effectively. They will also develop their design skills to tailor designs to meet the needs of the user. These critical skills and life skills will be developed, such as motivation, perseverance, determination, and patience. Interpersonal skills will also be developed for the process of cooperative learning structures incorporated in each lesson. What makes an effective D&T session? Department for Education 2013 suggests 6 key principles for an effective D&T lesson. These 6 principles will underpin a mid-term plan and be used at the end of the lesson to evaluate its effectiveness. The first of these principles will be able to identify the user of their product and how it needs to meet the first lesson. It dedicates to explore vegetables in order to identify what is needed and design ideas. The second purpose students should understand is the purpose for the project to create vegetable pizzas. The product will need to function effectively, should be given the opportunity to draw in their own creativity, skills, and practical knowledge to make their own design decisions, taking into account what designs should look like on top of their vegetable pizzas. Students should be given the freedom to use their creativity, imagination to design and make original, innovative products that finally, authentically, the products of the students make in design should functional as intended. In Lesson 1, the children explored the different vegetables' texture, smell, and compared them to other vegetables. This would have inspired the children to get them thinking curiously about the environment around them. The children's ability to discover their own opinions and thoughts, linked to Piaget's constructivism theory, learning which describes as mini scientists who are driven by the natural curiosity, who can effectively contract their learning environment. The children will then link critically and creativeness. The teacher paused a few times when the children were designing their vegetable pizzas to keep the children on task and be able to support them actively and help them actively listen to others' ideas. I have drawn upon Rosenshine's principles of instructions to address the anticipated misconceptions related to the use of familiar equipment and materials. Clear and careful modelling will be essential to use the safe environment and effective use of hand equipment. I will provide worked examples of designs and example prototypes for the children's reference. These will be introduced in small steps, allowing students the opportunity to practice before progressing further. Additionally, there will be guided student practices, particularly for those initially learning how to handle equipment, and they will return for further modelling as needed. To address common errors, the plan incorporates both teacher and student questioning to encourage deeper thinking about the problem and to ensure that their designs are realistic and meet the needs for the Vegetable Pizza's Christmas party. The scaffolding will be carefully considered to provide appropriate levels of support without stiffening creativity and resilience. Students who find fine motor skills particularly challenging will be identified and will receive targeted support from the teacher or teaching assistant. Throughout the series of lessons, looking at progression rather than focusing solely on the end product. So from here, assessment will be incorporated into I name each lesson and support the children to think critically about their work and the work of others. In order to make improvements, give feedback would be encouraged and specific in order to support the child understand what they need to do to move forward, recommended by Ofsted. I refer to the National Curriculum Expert Group for the Development of Progression Framework in Design and Technology, which outlines age-related expectations for skills and knowledge. The framework serves a valuable resource for teachers, guiding them and assessing students' abilities in design, drama, and creativity to produce realistic designs that align with their capabilities. Students are expected to understand and meet the needs of the user, communicate their ideas effectively, and explain the rationale behind their ideas. These should be appropriate materials and equipment for their products and demonstrate safe and effective use of the equipment. Additionally, problem-solving skills should be applied to overcome challenges. When it comes to evaluation, children should be able to identify strengths and areas for improvement in their own work and existing products. They should assess their work against groups, designs, criteria, respond to feedback, and implement, when necessary, improvements. Evidence of learning will show that in form of photographs, which will be taken of the children every lesson to document it in books and display boards and class blogs. The sketches and their creative designs will be stuck into their books. Their final products will be put on display with photographs and extracts from the pupil voices. All children's vegetable pizzas will be put on display and sold at the Christmas party. The Christmas party is an opportunity for adults, children, and friends to walk around and observe the learning. Conclusion. In conclusion, the aim of the unit of work was to develop children's creativity skills, inspire their curiosity of the world with practical hands-on learning, and also to get them to try new things. After 4 weeks, the children presented an end of product that left them with a feeling of pride and accomplishment. And these are my references. Thank you.